Most people looking for government contracts are doing it completely wrong. They waste hours scrolling through listings, applying a bunch of random filters, and they end up with lists of opportunities that are relevant. Or even worse, they miss the best opportunities entirely. By the time you finally find a good contract, someone else already found it, prepared their bid, and got ahead of you. But guess what? It's not your fault. The way most people search is just outdated. Now let me show you a much faster way. Here's the problem with how most people search for contracts. There are thousands and thousands of listings, and most of them have nothing to do with what you actually need. Filters, they're not great. They still show results that don't match your business. And worst of all, it takes forever. By the time you find something that works, someone else is already ahead of you. Instead of wasting time, I use AI to cut through the noise and find contracts instantly. Let me show you how. So the platform I use to find federal, state, and local education government contracts and utilize AI to its full and maximum ability is SamSearch.co, and I'm going to show you exactly step by step how I find government contracts there with ease. So let's get into it. First thing, I get these contracts that are featured just for me based on my profile. But today I'm going to show you how I search. So let's say, for example, we want to find in federal construction repair services in Alabama. That's the work that we're in, and we operate in Alabama. So we want to search on federal level, and then we'll do it on state level. So if I was to go ahead and paste this here in sam.gov, I would not be able to find an opportunity for that. But using SamSearch, as you can see here, I was able to find multiple opportunities. For example, this one is the Department of Defense, and they have a contract for renovation, repair, and new construction at Fort Novosel in Alabama. And then there's this one as well. For example, this one is for construction services in Alabama and Georgia. And then you could see here that it's primarily focusing on repair and alteration and tenant finish projects, right? So we see that just with that, it was able to understand what I'm talking about. I didn't have to explicitly paste an X code, get some sort of the keywords that they're using in their title. I didn't have to do any of that. I could also easily filter, as you can see here. I only want to look at opportunities within the next 30 days. And let's say we can go even a step further. We can say, only show me solicitation, pre-solicitation. And you can also filter by the posted date, set-aside code, and department agency. So as you can see here with the AI-generated summary, I was able to understand quickly what this is about. And then also, as you can see here, I know the set-aside, the agency, the NAICS code, and the type. Now, if something looks interesting, I could come here and save it for later, and I'll be notified if the deadline is approaching or if any new information is released on this. Now, let's say we want to look more into this one. For example, as you can see here, we can find all the details and the summary that was generated by SamSearch. We can get the description, the contact information, the department, just like in Sam.gov. But the nice thing about this is if you have a solicitation here, you can go ahead and summarize it. And this will read through all the PDF, and if there are multiple ones, you could just summarize it. Instead of going through each one and reading them, you could just do this quickly. And while it generates, I can show you similar. It shows you also. We'll get to the summary here. It'll show you similar opportunities. So if this is not exactly what you want, it could show you that. Also, you could see top contractors. So these are companies that are doing really well in uh, the same industry as this contract. So you could click on them, get more information on their spending on usaspending.gov. You can get their address, their name, their UEI, and also you could see the transaction volume over the years. And also you can go on Google and reach out to them if you want to collaborate in a prime sub relationship. Another thing that you could do is you can find similar awarded contracts. So this would help you with your pricing strategy. So for example, if I was to click on this one, I could come here, read the details, and if I want to view it on sam.gov, I could go ahead and do that, go all the way here and see the pricing that was awarded. So this way, these are data points that could help me in my pricing strategy. And obviously you get multiple of them, as you can see here. So you can use that to price accordingly. And then finally, let's say you want to work with a subcontractor on this. So you want them to take care of the job, and this also could help you develop a relationship with them. So you get a lot of businesses in the area that do the work for in this industry, and then you get their rating and their phone number, and each one of them would have a profile that you can view on Yelp.com and review all the reviews. Right? It's just verifying my device. As you can see here, you can get pictures, you can get details about this subcontractor. Now, one step further, let's say we want to get, we read this through the summary of of the attachment. We get the solicitation, the project type. For example, in Georgia, we see that it's 12 contracts, Alabama, 6 contracts. We get all the details, maximum. But let's say you have more questions about this. What you could do is you could go all the way up and ask SamSearch AI. And this you could ask it questions about the solicitation, about all the attachments, and it will give you answers with sources. So let's try it out. So first, I'm going to ask it to analyze the solicitation documents provided. As you can see here, this is providing all the details, the solicitation number, the NAICS code, scope of work, project experience, what you need to submit, past performances. We even get here the size standard for small, it's $39.5 million. It's the deadline, the number of words. As you can see, we saw in the document that it's 12 for Georgia and then 6 for Alabama. And then the minimum per task is $250,000. So you're getting all the details without needing to open all the documents and documentation and reading through them. Now let's ask it another question. Let's say we want to get more details and more summarization in general about this opportunity. So I'm asking it summarize the key sections, including the solicitation number, type of contract, statement of work, and period of performance. And as you can see here, we're getting responses with the sources. So you can see here that this is the statement of work, and then it's telling you the period of performance, and then the deliverables. And then let's say we want to ask it more questions. Let's say we want to ask it about any deadlines or any site visit information. If you are doing construction or doing anything that requires a site visit, sometimes they allow this information in the solicitation. So as you can see here, the issuance of request for proposal is January 14th. The submission deadline is February 13th. Anticipated award date is May 1st. And then specific, we get information that specific site information is not detailed. So it doesn't make stuff up. It always gives things with the source. So if it doesn't have an information, it's not going to make up uh, a date like ChatGPT does. Okay, now we can go a step further and ask about the evaluation criteria if it's provided. And we get here details about the evaluation criteria all the way from technical evaluation, price, proposal package. And we get all the details. And as you saw, that this whole thing happened in 5 minutes. It makes it extremely easy. Now, once that's something you want to submit a proposal for, it's so easy. Once you fill up your company profile, you upload your pricing strategy, you upload your company, for example, executive summary, you upload your past performances. You'll be able to extract all that information and the information of the solicitation and generate an outline and a proposal that you can obviously edit and submit. So I'm going to go ahead here and generate the proposal. And as you can see here, we get an outline, a detailed outline with a writing plan for every single section. You can come here, modify, edit, change, add sections, remove sections, change writing plan for each one of these. You can tell the AI exactly what to say and what not to say. You can decide on the number of pages and so on. And once that's done, you can just go ahead and generate the proposal, and it will just go ahead and do that. And then you'll be notified through email once that's done. Now, let's say you don't want to go and search every single day and you want to be always on the lookout for new opportunities. Well, the nice thing about this is you can schedule bid alerts and you can have as many as you want, and you can just simply write the queries and then you will get emails to your email with opportunities like that. So let's say we do repairs and renovation in Alabama, which is what we search for. You could select the frequency. So let's say you want to receive these emails daily, weekly, or monthly. I don't want to be bothered too much, so I'm just going to mention monthly. I only want to get the best quality of contracts on a monthly basis. And if you're really looking for being the best to bid, you could select daily or weekly, but for the sake of this, I'm going to select monthly. And then if you leave it as is, you'll get all the notice types. But let's say you only want to get solicitations. So you want to make sure that you only want to get emails about solicitation. You can just go ahead, create a query, and this way it will do the searching for you. All you have to do is just do this once, and then you'll receive contracts to your email that fit the description of the query that you provided. And also, you can always view your leads. So we just added this as a lead when we saved it. We could come here and set a reminder. So this way, whenever the deadline is approaching, we make sure that we are not missing it, and will notify us with that. If you are serious about landing government contracts and you want to utilize AI to maximize your potential, make sure to try samsearch.co. You can get a 7-day free trial. The link is in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and see you next time. Bye.